Absolute value is a distance function. So let me write that again because this is really important. And it's a distance function similar to the square root function. So absolute value answers the question, how far is my number from 0? So for example, so let's do a square root. So square root, and I'll write it like this, square root says it's the square root of 4. Well, the square root function asks the question, what number do I square to get to 4? And the answer is 2. The absolute value asks a different question. And so when they say the absolute value of minus 7, it says how far away is 7 from 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how far is that? 7. So absolute value measures distance from 0. So let's do the next part, or let's do another one that's really kind of easy, distance from 0. If I told you, if I wanted to know, well, there's the number minus 7, and the answer is 7. So if I asked you, what are all of the x's whose absolute value is less than 7? Well, you would say it's all the values of x less than 7 and greater than minus 7, because aren't all these points here? And I'll put an open circle because we're not considering the case where it could be equal. All of these points from minus 7 to 7 would be would answer that question with the affirmative. It is in fact 0 is, the absolute value of 0 is in fact less than 7. So actually I just did that case. I just did the second case. I want to let's look at that. So just because we're saying the absolute value of 4x minus 4 is less than 3, we want to know when, so here's this thing right here. This is just a thing, 4x minus 4. When is that less than 3? It's when this distance I'm sorry, when that number, 4x minus 4, is less than 3. Right, so here's the less than 3, or greater than minus 3. Let's do that in green. So those are the two endpoints of the interval for the number 4x minus 4, but we want to use some algebra on that one. 4x minus 4. Oops, definitely don't want to do that. I'm just writing down what I have there. So now what kind of things can we do? We can add 4 to everything. We're going to be left with an interval. So we have 1 is less than or equal to. These 4's cancel, and we cancel in red. It's less than or equal to 4x, which is not less than or equal to. Cancel the 4's. We have 3 plus 4 is equal to 1. 4x, the minus 4 plus 4 cancel, we're left with 4x, which is less than 3 plus 4 is 7. So now we can see we have our interval. When we divide everything by 4, we have x is less than 7/4 and greater than 1/4. Plotting that on the number line, 0. Here's positive 1/4. Here's positive 7/4, and these should be open dots. And it should be shaded, and we label it like that. I'm not watching the time, so I'll do a second video here where I'll do each one of these problems.